Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, the campus of the University of Utah for Sunday softball in the Big 12. It's Texas Tech at the University of Utah here at Dumke Family Softball Stadium. We welcome you inside the booth. I'm Bill Riley, joined by former University of Utah great Laurel Simmons. It's been a wild series this weekend. Texas Tech getting Friday night. Utah bouncing back with a huge win over #1 Red Raiders on Saturday. And Laurel, we've seen a little bit of everything this weekend, haven't we?
There were so many twists and turns in this series so far. We have weather, we have home runs, we have errors. Just unbelievable what we've been witnessing. It's been a wild weekend. What we get today, who knows? But Friday night, it was Texas Tech doing Texas Tech things with their ace on the hill, Nigeri Kennedy with a couple of strikeouts, and then the power was on display. Yes, it was very difficult for Utah to get their bat on the ball until that moment of Proctor hitting it out. Thought that Utah could get something going there. And then on Saturday, it was Utah flipping the script. This was a big play early that kept Utah from giving up runs in a bases-loaded situation. Unbelievable what happened there, and Utah responded quickly when Tech was about to score 2 runs. That was a misplay of the outfield by Maya Davis, gave Utah some runs, and then this big shot by the freshman Noli. That was just absolutely huge, and just, I think Utah looked around and said, if you can do it, we can do it. Then defense to end the game, 5-4-3 to double play, and Utah does something that doesn't happen often to Texas Tech. They beat them. And so the series now tied at 1 game apiece. How about the pitching effort by Haley Mastretti? A complete game win over Texas Tech. Mastretti wasn't a huge storyline coming into this game for obvious reasons, and now people are talking about what she did yesterday to secure that win for the team. Texas Tech has only lost 3 games all season long. Will they bounce back today? Here's Sammy Miller with more. Sammy?
Bill, it all comes down to the rubber match, and Texas Tech is ready to bounce back after yesterday's shutout loss. And the last time they lost to a Big 12 opponent was back on March 13th, falling to then number 12 Arizona. And in this game, it was a tough one. They had a shutout, losing 9-0, but they responded in a huge way with 2 run rule victories to secure this series win, in big part due to their extra base hits and limiting their errors. And it will need to be the veterans who lead the charge today, as they have so much experience in high-pressure games. After all, this is a team who competed in the Women's College World Series finals last year, so they know a thing or two about shining when the lights are the brightest.
Sammy, thank you. Another little streak on the line today. Head coach of Texas Tech, Jerry Glasgow, has never lost a series in his head coaching career. We'll have starting lineups and first pitch coming up from here in Salt Lake City. Stay with us. Ready to go here in Salt Lake City on a Sunday morning. Here's the Red Raiders starting lineup today. Maya Davis will lead it off at the top. Caitlin Terry having a fantastic series at the plate. The triple, the 4 singles, RBI and runs. And you go Williams, Liss, Panel, Ulrich, Spearman, Burns, and Tony. Not really a hole anywhere in that lineup for Jerry Glasgow's side, and they're going to face the pitcher they saw on Friday night. Shelby Jones started on Friday night for the University of Utah. Had a pretty good outing. She was a little hard done on Friday night, Laurel, by the defense behind her. She went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. But despite that line, she's thrown well as of late, and I thought she threw pretty well on Friday.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of pop to her ball. She's worked on that changeup, and if she can keep that rise ball jumping out of the zone and not let it get caught up in this jet stream that we see forming here in the outfield, she'll do great. Defense has got to support her as well.
We watched batting practice today, and anything in the air was over the fences here in Salt Lake City. And that's a ball outside to begin things, and we're underway. Maya Davis, leadoff hitter, very good. Season average at 450, though yesterday didn't reach via hit. She got on a walk, was 0 for 3 all told. Infield in at the corners for Davis, who takes one inside, ball 2.
For some of these dangerous hitters, you don't know if it wasn't okay to be walking them yesterday with what they can do.
8 home runs on the year for Davis, so she's got plenty of pop. And like I said, watching Texas Tech and Utah take BP today, the ball was flying out. Jones takes the comebacker and throws on to first in time for out number 1. It's called fielding your position as the number 1, and there's one away here at the Texas Tech first.
Excellent job by Shelby there, helping herself out and being a real tone setter in this game, and that's what Utah will need to stay in this.
Jerry Glasgow on the left, Amy Hogue on the right. Who will get the win in this series? Find out in a couple of hours. Caitlin Terry in now for the left-hand side. Terry was the starter yesterday. She's in right field today, hitting .538 on the year. And batting average good for best in the Big 12 and 4th in the NCAA. Takes a strike and a pass ball there from Shelby Jones at the count 1-1. And if you watch Shelby Jones, if you haven't seen her before, very energetic. She bounces around the circle, high energy, likes to celebrate. And her teammates feed off that. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Terry. That's in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
And the higher energy she's showing, the better things are going for everyone. And it's a unique demeanor out there, but really fun to watch every time she gets out there in the circle.
Caitlin Terry has settled in well in that number 2 spot. She began the year at the bottom of the lineup at number 9. That ball just misses 2 and 2. And she was just hitting so well in the 9-hole. Jerry Glasgow said, I had to move her. And it's been successful moving her up to number 2. Wind continues to howl out to center field here. Shelby Jones ready, rocks and fires the 2-2 high, now 3 and 2.
And on the opposite side of that, there's nothing worse than facing someone like Caitlin Terry at the 9 position. There's no rest. But yeah, she's done an incredible job.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out here, top of the first inning. Utah and Texas Tech. That one misses ball 4, and Terry heads down to first base. It's interesting, these Texas Tech hitters don't even wait for the umpire's call. They just field it and head down. And Terry's at first with 1 away. She's been down there a bunch this weekend, and that brings up Mia Williams. Umpires today, Chelsea Clark, who had the plate yesterday down at third base. Chad Steers has first base. And behind home plate, Brady Sanderson. Here's a high fly ball into center field. Danica Wilson in to grab it for out number 2. 1 pitch and 1 out. You get by the dangerous Mia Williams. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Jackie Liss, who is equally as dangerous at the plate for Texas Tech. There's Danica Wilson, freshman. Plays a good center field for the University of Utah.
Those middle infielders have to pay attention to how far back those outfielders go, but after the early series mistake there on Posse, it's great for her to run that down and take control.
2 outs brings Liss to the plate. First pitch misses outside. Liss had a couple of solo home runs on Friday night. 0 for 3 yesterday, did get on via a walk. Terry down at first with 2 away. Infield back, outfield relatively deep and straight away here on Liss. That ball rises high, now 2-0. Liss was a 3-time All-Missouri Valley player at Southern Illinois. She was really good. Made her way to Lubbock, earned her way into the starting lineup, and here she is. Batting cleanup now for the #1 team in college softball. That's an inside corner strike, and it's 2-1.
Says a lot about these Texas Tech players, too. If you're thinking about going to a school and you start looking at their statistics, you must have a lot of confidence to say, hey, I'm going to go in there and find my own way in the program.
2-1 the count here on Liss. That one's grounded toward the shortstop. Short way to second base to retire the side. So a good start for Shelby Jones and a good start for Utah. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base. We head to the bottom of the first on a Sunday in Salt Lake.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And low prices that add up to big savings, like over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Hey, grab me one too.
Towering above the University of Utah campus are the stunning Wasatch Mountains. They serve as inspiration for the towering breakthroughs that happen on campus. Like a thought-controlled prosthetic hand that can feel and move, or using metallurgy to manufacture a titanium alloy and 3D printing to lower costs. It's the impact of a culture of collaboration and innovation, and of a university that is always climbing.
Utah comes to the plate for the first time on this Sunday. It's a look at Mia Gomez. Her teammate and fellow freshman Sia Noli had the big shot yesterday, the 2-run home run. She's also got a single on the weekend. Gomez, the table setter. Then Danica Wilson, Kennedy Proctor, and Noli. Then you've got Peyton Crank. So you've got 4 freshmen in the first 5 spots and a sophomore in Proctor. Then the veterans, Lyon, Posse, Lee, and White rounded out for the University of Utah. They will face the ace, the best pitcher in collegiate softball, Nyjeri Kennedy.
And you look at Mia's at-bats, lots of off-speeds were thrown to her, and really ugly, amazing pitches were thrown to her, and hopefully she is able to make an adjustment here because Utah feeds off of this upper half of the lineup.
Been a little bit of a rough weekend for Mia Gomez at the plate. She came in hitting well over 400, but she's only reached via walk. Takes a ball right there. Check that swing. She was 0 for 3 Friday night against Kennedy with a couple of strikeouts.
So important to be a tone setter here, and Mia has the confidence to do it.
That ball on the outside edge for a strike and 1-1. What's Kennedy have? She has a little bit of everything. What's her best pitch, Laurel?
Well, I think she's got that knee buckling changeup that can make anybody feel a little insecure. And then she can just come in on that rise ball on you and make you swing.
There's that rise ball there, and Gomez couldn't catch up to it. Now it's 1-2. This was the spot when she got ahead on Friday night. She'd throw that knee-buckling changeup and got Mia Gomez twice with it.
Yeah, and it's one thing to have a rise ball that's just not believable, but those look like they're good enough to swing at.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gomez down again. She has not solved the riddle that is Nyjeri Kennedy. And there's one away here in the Utah first.
6 feet tall, throwing very hard. And I think it's harder than it looks with the way she has it moving at the plate. Again, we're seeing a generational talent right here in Nyjeri.
Danica Wilson to the plate. Danica had a 24-game on-base streak snapped on Friday night. Been a little bit of a tough weekend for her at the plate as well. 0 for 3 yesterday for Wilson, and then on Friday night also 0 for 3, so she's 0 for 6 in the series, and she's down quickly in the count here against Kennedy, 0-2. As good as Caitlin Terry is as a pitcher, and she is fantastic, there's just something different when you see Kennedy out there throwing. That prize ball flies high, and it's 1-2.
Yes, and I think just the atmosphere around Nigeria, she handles it so well with a lot of fans at every park. And I think that it's just a lot to take in.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Wilson chased that one out of the zone. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts, and 2 outs for Kennedy and Texas Tech here in the first. That'll bring up Kennedy Proctor.
She's averaging 10 strikeouts per game, which is on the elite and then some side of things. It's just, that's not how you get momentum on your offense.
Proctor chases that one. That rise ball, that fastball is in the zone right now. It's a lot of swings and misses right now for Utah. Proctor, 9 home runs, 34 runs driven in. She had a 2-run home run Friday night off of Canada. That one goes high, 1-1.
And I want to make it clear from my standpoint on those that Utah's swinging at. Those aren't exactly being thrown for strikes, called strikes. They're being thrown in that zone that the batters question. I have to swing at this. This looks good. I don't have time to go deep in this count.
Kennedy had 7 strikeouts on Friday night, a little bit below her season average, but she was good. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Proctor. Inside, 2-1. Only active player in softball with over 1,000 career. Hear the crowd moan and groan at that off-speed pitch. Holy moly, that was nice.
And again, ugly in the best way on that changeup.
It's almost unfair when you throw it 72, 73 to be able to throw that change the way she does. Here's the 2-2. Good eye by Proctor, runs full now, 3-2.
And even though the pitchers have to slide off the pitching rubber, you can't jump out like a crow hop. She feels really close to these hitters when she comes off.
Out of the zone, and that's a walk. Don't see that often with Kennedy. Just her 26th walk issued this year in almost 100 innings pitched. But Kennedy Proctor works that 2-out walk. She heads down to first base. And Noli will come in now.
The more batters that can see Nigeria, the better. They don't want these 3-up, 3-down scenarios. Even getting extra batters in there to help for the next time.
Noli was 2 of 3 yesterday, had that big 2-run home run. Worked a walk on Friday night, was 0 for 2. 0-0, bottom of the first. Rubber game of this 3-game weekend set. Texas Tech got Friday night. Utah bounced back with a rare shutout win over the Red Raiders yesterday, 4-0. High now, 2-0. Proctor with good speed down at first base. Outfield deep, really deep in left and center. That's a strike now, 2-1. You know, we talk so much about the wind impacting balls in the air. How much does a windy day like today impact pitching?
Absolutely. I think the ball moves less in the high altitude, but then it moves in a different way with this wind.
Ground ball toward the dugout.
Especially with the way it's spinning. And I know Coach Glasgow's doing a lot of talking there on the side to the pitcher, to the catcher, and you know, they're working something out here.
He is pacing in front of that dugout right now, Jerry Glasgow, up and down, barking orders. Outside now, 3-2. So back-to-back hitters run 3-2 here for Nigeria Kennedy in the first. Peyton Crank waits on deck if Noli can keep this inning alive. That one's rolled toward the third baseman. Handle up with it across the diamond in time for out number 3. So the Utes get a runner on a walk. They strand that runner. We played a full inning here and scoreless. Here's a look at what Utah's got coming up in the coming weeks. They'll be in Waco next weekend. Then the BYU Cougars come in for a 3-game weekend set end of April. First week in May, the Wildcats, good team this year, ranked 11th in the country, will be here at Dumke Family Softball Stadium. But Utah's worried about today. There's a look at Swoop, posing for pictures with the young ladies here on hand on a Sunday morning. Great crowd here. We've had good crowds all weekend long for Utah, the top team in collegiate softball. 5, 6, and 7 here. In the second, Taylor Panel leads it off. Panel at .357 on the year. 5 home runs and 35 runs driven in. Shelby Jones starts her with a strike.
The Utah crowd had to have a lot of stamina yesterday because they were in and out of the stadium twice over 5 hours.
That one's well hit to left field. High, twisting, and gone. Taylor Panel, for the 6th time this season, leaves the yard and puts Texas Tech up here in the second, 1-0. Well, we knew the ball would fly today out of the ballpark, and she didn't miss on this one.
Yeah, such a nice balanced swing. Got all of it, and on a day like today, the way the wind's going, you don't even have to get all of it.
That one might have been out on a non-windy day as well. She got every piece of that one. And it's 1-0 Texas Tech, bringing up right fielder Lauren Allred, who pops one into center field right at Danica Wilson. He takes a step or two in. Grabs it for out number 1.
Shelby's doing a good job of when you see the hitters try to go after that first pitch, they might be thinking that's the one that they're going to see that looks the best. Shelby can throw a lot of different pitches, spins, and a great changeup too.
Brings in Desiree Spearman, starting left fielder. Second day we've seen her in the starting lineup. Made a couple of terrific defensive plays in left yesterday. Was 0 for 3 at the plate. Season average at .370. Junior out of El Paso, Texas. And like everybody in this Texas Tech order, she has power too. Can't make a mistake to her. 1-1 the count.
The power and the speed combo is just something that's so unique. The line items of their stolen bases are so many successes there, and power.
1-1 pitch popped up into right field. Peyton Crank camps under it for out number 2. So after giving up the home run to Panel, a couple of high pop flies, and retires. 2 outs here for Texas Tech. Brings up the catcher Jasmine Burns.
And no doubt that Texas Tech wants to come out here definitively today and erase what happened yesterday. And on the flip side of it, Utah would like to show that it wasn't a fluke.
Burns a transfer from Ohio State. Bats from the right-hand side. Got way out in front of that pitch from Shelby Jones, and it's 0-1. Burns 0 for 4 Friday night with a strikeout. Sorry, yesterday was 0 for 1, so she has yet to reach base via a hit this weekend. Ball rides high, 1-1. Burns with 8 home runs and 29 runs driven in. Pretty good numbers for a catcher at the bottom of your order.
When you
kind of a half-hearted swing that time for a strike, and it's now 1-2.
Even though it's you know, when you don't have your back going on a series and you're such an elite hitting team, it can feel like the whole season that you haven't had a hit. So you just want to get that monkey off your back and swing with confidence.
That one got away from Jones, and back to the screen it goes. And the count now 2-2.
When you have those great at bats, you see your bottom half with your top half. There's no question which pitch you're going to go for. Nothing's holding back, but a great pitcher keeps you off balanced.
2-2 pitch. Tried to get her to chase. She didn't. And the count now 3-2. Keep an eye on Burns here. Watch where that front right foot is. She's got a little bit of an open stance here, but she puts that front right foot right on the edge of the batter's box, almost stepping out. Chops it foul, stays 3-2. Haley Toney, the shortstop, waits on deck.
When you see those off-speed pitches come in full count, you know they have confidence for it, that they can throw it for a strike. And I know Shelby's worked hard on that through the year and has gotten better and better at it.
Jones ready to go one more time. The payoff pitch. Outside corner, got her looking, strike 3. Shelby Jones with her first strikeout. And a 1-2-3 inning after the home run by Panel. Taylor Panel's long drive to left field puts Texas Tech up. That was well framed by the catcher Proctor.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I'm an underachiever.
Hi, Andy.
One day you wake up, and you realize I'm not growing. I'm not doing anything.
Well, Andy, you know whose fault that is, right? It's Gavin's. If Gavin had gone to America First Credit Union, Andy, you could be growing in a high-yield certificate right now.
Get your money working with amazing certificate rates at America First.
Goes Calvis, throw it
way out.
Bring in a run. We got a double. Big conference. You call it foul at the third. Great defensive. Shockey in the second.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
Great crowd here on us. We've had great crowds all week, and another great crowd here on a Sunday. They're out on the berm. The sun is out. We don't have any rain in the forecast. Had 2 weather delays yesterday. You can see the folks sitting in the stands. This is a softball town. They support Utah softball. There's professional softball that's coming to Salt Lake City with the new Pro Softball League. So this city, this market, this university, they love their softball.
And Utahns are very persuasive. Yard work or go watch a great softball game. They'll put it off until next week.
Well, the beauty is an 11 o'clock start time. You can do your yard work and then maybe watch some Masters a little bit later on this afternoon. Peyton Crank in right now. Another one of the talented freshmen batting 5th. Peyton's season average at .316 with 5 home runs and 31 runs driven in. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Kennedy. Popped foul, backing out of play. I ran into Peyton's grandma on the concourse. She's here from New Mexico to watch her granddaughter play. She said she watches our broadcast, thinks we do a good job, and she was here hoping her granddaughter and her teammates can get that rare series win against the #1 team in collegiate softball today. Here's the 2-1 on the way. You let her high just on the inside edge for a strike. Now 2-2. Peyton Crank, one of the top recruits in all of collegiate softball a year ago. Just got a piece of it. Oh, they'll say she didn't get a piece of it. Just went off the catcher's glove. Burns grabs and throws down to first base. And Crank retired on the strikeout. Kennedy's got her 3rd strikeout of the afternoon.
Nice heads up on it. I thought she had gotten a little bit of it, but you have to play it through.
Well, I don't think Peyton thought she did. She was turning and walking to the dugout. Yeah. She didn't realize Burns didn't glove it.
Nice hustle after that.
Kayla Lyons steps in now, the Utah 3rd baseman, hitting .276 on the year. 5 home runs for Kayla, 27 runs driven, and we've seen her play a really nice third base this week and come up with a couple of really good plays. That ball rides outside, 1-1. Lyon yesterday was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Friday night also 0 for 3, so she's looking for her first hit of the series. That's a strike, and it's quickly 1-2.
The early innings, you see Nigeri saying, "Hey, you know, where does it need to be?" and moving it to that area, and that will pay off at the end of this game.
That ball rides high, 2-2. Well, we saw her head coach, Jerry Glasgow, having a very animated conversation with a home plate umpire after the first inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Rides high, 3-2. Kayla doesn't have the biggest strike zone. She only stands 5'2".
There was a time that the strike zone was a lot bigger than it is now. That's for sure. And the culture of that has changed quite a bit.
And that's a walk. Second walk issued today by Kennedy. And that's the 4th Utah hitter in 6 at-bats that have gone 3-2 with Nigeri.
And I think Utah has to capitalize on those free rides because they're very difficult to get.
Brings up Shanti Posse, the Utah shortstop. Junior out of Pearl City, Hawaii. Steps in at .333 on the year. Takes the ball high.
And that is the go-to swinging strike that she throws that a lot of batters go for. That when they don't, it's a ball.
Posse yesterday, 1 for 2. Also drew a walk. Takes a strike there, and the count even out at 1-1. Fouled back. And the count now 1-2 on Shanti Posse. Reese Lee waits on deck, the left fielder.
Shanti's got so much more of a presence this year as an upperclassman and leader.
That one just out of the zone, now 2-2. Utah doing a good job. Oh, they call that strike 3. Okay. Didn't see a real demonstrative move by the home plate umpire, but Posse heard the call. And strikeout number 4 for Kennedy. There's 2 outs here in the Utah second inning.
That was definitely one that Posse wishes she had back.
Reese Lee, a little bit of a slap hitter to the plate now. Only hitting 143 on the year is Reese Lee. Kayla Lyon at first base with 2 outs. That's a strike. 1-1. Utah used to have a number of hitters. In fact, I would tell you 2 or 3 or 4 years ago when they made that run to the College World Series, more than half of their hitters took that same approach that Reese Lee does, kind of that slap and go. Been a little bit of a change. That one slapped up the left field line past the third base coach, Amy Hogue, and for a foul and a 1-2 count.
A lot of those hitters could go for power as well, which makes them kind of that triple threat. But Reese right now is in an important position to be able to keep this inning going for Utah.
That one's grounded toward the shortstop. Going to be a quick play, and she's not going to have it. Then she sails it by the first baseman. And down to third base goes Kayla Lyon. That was a play where Haley Toney would have been better off just holding the softball because Reese Lee runs awfully well, and she had it beat by a mile.
And the ball was enough of a kind of, when she hit it, it sort of was a slower, what am I looking for here? It was just kind of a dead ball kind of scenario that is your dream when you're fast, because that keeps it away from that shortstop longer, so you have a chance to get on the base. And she's pretty fast too.
That'll bring up Haley White, the 9th place hitter and second baseman. Haley White one of the few seniors on this Utah softball team. She was 0 for 3 against Kennedy on Friday night, but she has seen Nigeri going back to the Pac-12 days. She saw Nigeri when she was a freshman and a sophomore at Stanford when Utah would play Stanford in softball. So this is not something that's new to Haley White.
And I guarantee you, as a captain and a leader on this team and a great defensive player over there on second, she is mentoring anyone and everyone who hasn't seen Nigeri.
1-1 the count now. That pitch looked really similar to the first one. It was a strike, just missed out of the zone. Reese Lee with good speed at first base. Kayla Lyon down at third. A base hit will tie this game here in the second. That one on the inside half, and that's a strike now. 1-2 on Haley White.
A lot of grass out there for Haley White, and she's notorious for hitting those nice line drives, and I'm sure Utah would like to get one across.
Swing and a miss. That changeup is nasty. Strikeout number 5 for Kennedy, and the Utes are done here in the second inning. No runs, a hit, an error, and 2 left on base. 2 full in the books. Tech up 1-0. Back in Salt Lake City, 1-0 Texas Tech as we head to the third. Let's head down field side to our third member of our broadcast team, Sammy Miller. Sammy?
Coach, Nigeri Kennedy already with those 5 strikeouts. What is it going to take to get to her in the next few innings?
Well, not to keep track of them, so I didn't know there was 5, but, you know, to have a chance right there to score with the bottom of my lineup says that we're doing some things moving forward. We missed 1 pitch so far out there with Shelby, and that's it. So she's spot on, so I'm loving today already.
What was the main message heading into this game to try to secure the series win?
Oh, just the little things that they've been working on all year. You don't try to reinvent the wheel at this time of the year. You just do what it is that you do well and try to support each other, because there's a lot of failing in this game, especially when you face a team like this. So we're going to play together.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Let's go Utes.
Sammy, Amy Hogue, thank you so very much. Nigeri Kennedy pitching and hitting today in the 9th spot in the order for Texas Tech. Saw an off-speed pitch there, got out in front of it 0-1. She's got a couple of doubles, a run driven in, and a walk this weekend at the plate. She is not just the best pitcher in softball, she also can hold her own at the plate as well. Shelby Jones with the 0-1 pitch, hit her right on the knee. That one ran inside, and Kennedy will get a free base down to first base. She clapped and said, "Yep, I'm okay."
And those are the things that make you cringe as a coach when your ace is hitting. You know, it's you don't want any unfortunate, but it's a part of it, being in there as a hitter.
They'll flex Haley Toney in now as a pinch runner, and she'll stay in that 9th spot as Kennedy will go to the bench. Maybe put a little ice bag on that knee for a minute. She'll be back out to pitch in the bottom of the inning. So leadoff runner on here for Texas Tech. Brings us back to the top of the Red Raider order, and Maya Davis grounded out to the pitcher her first time through. That one slapped out into left field. Here comes Reese Lee on the run. He makes a nice grab. She had a lot of green to cover there as that ball was tailing away from her, and she retires Davis for the first out here in the 3rd inning.
And that's so important with these big hitters to cover all the ground you possibly can and lay out. Great job by Lee.
Brings Caitlin Terry to the plate, a walk her first time through. She has reached base 6 times in this series so far, and there's a strike from Shelby Jones. Tony with good speed down at first base. You can see it right there. 4 singles, a triple, and a walk in the series so far for Caitlin Terry. Took a cut at that rise ball and came up empty 0-2. Terry has reached base in 31 consecutive games. All 3 games in this series.
Against tough competition, that says something.
Here's the 0-2. Runner going down to second base, throw into center field, and Tony's going to stay right there. Good backup by Danica Wilson. The ball got away from Proctor. I think if that throw's on the money, they probably get Tony, but that ball sailed on Kennedy Proctor.
Texas Tech has had so much success on their stealing. It's been so much a part of their game, almost 100 steals this year. Successful, and they do create chaos and add those extra bases, so look for her to not be scared to steal third given the situation.
95th stolen base on the season for the Red Raiders. But Caitlin Terry retired on that strike, so she's down. Second strikeout for Shelby Jones brings up Maya Williams. Say Mia Williams. Watching her take batting practice today was like watching Barry Bonds in his prime with that wind at her back. She was hitting him over the scoreboard in left center field in batting practice today.
Yeah, that was quite impressive.
2-0 the count. There's that wind blowing out. Yeah, she was sailing him over that board up toward the wrought iron fence in left center field. Rounds that one foul, got out in front of it that time, 2-1. Her coach called her kind of a goofball off the field, but said when she gets on the field, she is an absolute competitor to the nth degree.
Yeah, it's business here for sure.
Shelby Jones with a 2-1 count and a runner at second base here with 2 outs. Hitter. Second time this inning she has hit a batter, and Williams will go down to first base. And almost the same way, ran that ball in and on the leg, that front leg of the hitter.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when you're trying to throw that pitch, it can get away from you with the spin, and she's just been a little bit off on where she's starting that pitch, and so it's ending up, and they're not going to jump out of the way of that anymore. They don't have to. That's why we see a lot more armor on their bodies.
No armor on the thigh or the knee, though, and Williams down at first base brings up the dangerous Jackie Liss. First pitch to Liss, outside corner for a strike, bounced into a fielder's choice her first time through today. Good speed on the base with both Tony and Williams. If the right pitch is there, I would not be surprised to see a double steal from Jerry Glasgow. Outside the zone, 1-1.
Tony's not being shy on her leadoff. There's been a couple that she's been past the shortstop. So like you said, anything out, just barely hitting the grass, she'll probably be very aggressive.
Jackie Liss came to Lubbock and did not have a starting position. Everybody thought maybe she would. Jerry Glasgow said, well, I'm going to challenge you. You go out and earn it. And she did. This is just inside 2-1.
He's like, I think this is where you can end up, XYZ, but we'll see. And she's really risen to the occasion.
2-1 the count with 2 outs here. Big situation for both Utah and Texas Tech. Utes want to keep this one close here in the third. Grounded toward the shortstop. Posse's got it. She's going to go on to first in time. And Shelby Jones walks away from a little bit of trouble there. No runs, no hits, nobody left on.
Coach Glasgow, Coach Taylor panel came through with that big blast in the second. How important was it to set the tone in a rubber match?
I thought it was huge to try to get the momentum. You know, going into the game, obviously the momentum's in Utah's dugout, and you want to get the momentum in our dugout. And then she's been working so hard, and just to see her get some payoff for all the work that she put in the game. That's 3 for 3 in her last 3 at bats. I think we're seeing her turn the corner. A great kid, just give us tremendous work habit and work ethic every day. So as a coach, you just root for those kind of special players.
And after uncharacteristics yesterday and one already today, what do you want to see when it comes to cleaning up your defense?
Yeah, we're just playing a little, put too much pressure. Like there was no play there just to eat the ball. Just let the play develop. Don't try to force something, and then we're just putting too much pressure on ourselves. Maybe we just need to relax and let the game play a little more easy, let it flow.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Glasgow, Sammy Miller, thank you so much. We go to the third inning for Utah. 1, 2, and 3 coming back up again to face Nigel Kennedy, who's dialed in pretty well. 5 strikeouts, does have a couple of walks, just the 1 hit so far. And Mia Gomez would like to find a hit. She does not have one this weekend. She has struggled here against Tech pitching, and in particular, 3 strikeouts against Nigel Kennedy.
Well, and they probably put great focus on her, and she's a tone setter.
Season average now down to 403 for the freshman. It takes one outside right there, ball 1.
And I think just as Jerry Glasgow just said about his player out there turning the corner, I think Mia is right there.
High fly ball, fouled back and out of play up the left field side. Count levels out at 1-1. Mia Gomez with tremendous power, tied for the lead with this Utah team with 9 home runs. She's driven in 35. Outside corner for a strike, now 1-2.
This is what I like to call on-the-job training for Mia Gomez here. You hope that when you get these opportunities against pitchers like this, that you can get better. Learn from it.
Just got a piece of it to stay alive. At the plate, 1-2. 1 run, 1 hit, and an error. 3 left on so far for Texas Tech. No runs a hit, no errors, and 3 left on for Utah.
And it's hard to tell Mia Gomez to shorten up, but sometimes it's okay to shorten up a little bit in this situation.
Gomez in, Kennedy ready. Ball down just a little bit. Good take by Gomez, 2-2. Danica Wilson on deck for Utah. Didn't chase, now 3-2. Kennedy's walked twice, walked 2 batters, but Utah's done a good job working the count full. This will now be the 5th hitter that Utah, out of there, maybe even 6 that they've gone full on Kennedy. Line drive foul on top of the Utah dugout. Count stays 3-2. Outfield deep in center, deep in right, relatively deep in left as well, with the wind blowing out. And Gomez walks a walk to lead things off here in the third. Third walk issued by Kennedy. And the Utes have a leadoff runner on here.
Really great at bat from Mia, just from what she's been coming off of. They've had her number, and for her to take that deep and get a walk is just really good for Utah's momentum that they really need in this game sooner than later.
Pinch runner in for Mia Gomez, Siani Sakai, who we saw yesterday play a nice left field for Utah. Good speed on the base pass. Now we'll see what Amy Hogue decides to do. Do you play small ball here with Danica Wilson, try to get that runner down to second base?
Absolutely. The smallest ball you have, just get that runner to second no matter what.
Got a hitter in Wilson that's got good power, has driven in runs too. She's going to swing, she takes a strike. No bunt shown there. It's a different time, Laurel.
Well, I think, you know, maybe she's so good at that rise ball that maybe she just wants to wait till this next pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Sakai breaks away from first base and then dives back again. 1-1. Got the oven mitt on the left hand. Take her lead down there after the pitch here from Kennedy. Fouled back by Wilson. And the count now 1-2.
I also think as a lefty hitter, you know, she can put it on that right side of the field. We've seen her do it, and you know, just any way to get it to the grass or move her any way that you can.
Panel a couple of steps in from the bag, down at third base. Count 1-2 here on Danica Wilson. Wow, that pitch got away, and now Kennedy goes down. Oh goodness.
She's got a lot of velocity coming around, and
looks like I can't tell if she rolled her ankle on the left side or what, but she went down in a heap, and now the coaching staff and the trainers will come out and take a look. Sakai goes down to second base, and now Kennedy's going to try to walk this one off. That was really awkward.
There's so much force coming out of that lower body, and either the ball had come out of the hand and hit her knee, or the entire motion, and you don't want to see this to a pitcher, any pitcher, but she's got the velocity over 70 miles an hour, and I can't say I've ever seen that, Bill, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened. And
I'm not sure she's experienced that before either. You can see there's a little bit of a look of shock on her face right now, and it was just a really awkward scenario as you saw that pitch come out. And remember, she got hit in the knee, in that front knee, that left knee of hers, by a pitch in her at bat. So put the mask back on here and see if she can continue with a couple of warm-ups.
And there is that pitcher's box there that gets kind of wiped away throughout the game, but where they're supposed to stay in that pitching box, and sometimes for some of these pitches it can be difficult to stay in it, but she's a competitor, but you hope that she's really okay and doesn't risk too much at this moment.
Sakai went down to second on that wild pitch. So she stands there with nobody out. Danica Wilson steps back in now for the left side with a 2-2 count on her. Kennedy back and ready to go. You could hear her grunt right there trying to get that ball over the zone. Now 3-2. Big pitch here for Nigeri Kennedy. Fouled off by Danica Wilson. And you can see Kennedy in that circle is walking really gingerly right now.
Yeah, I think it's always such a hard line because these players at this level are such competitors. They don't want to raise their hand and say that they need anything.
3 balls, 2 strikes here on the Utah center fielder. Slapped foul again, and the count stays at 3-2. Kennedy's pitch count now up to 59 here in the third.
Out of the,
they called her out of the box?
It had to be there's not much more that could be called in that situation because she made contact with it. She might have stepped on the plate while she was doing it or out of the box. On the plate, that's an auto strike.
Texas Tech just made a switch. Allred just went into right field. Caitlin Terry came out of right field and into the dugout. She's now going to go into the bullpen. She may warm up here. In fact, that's where she's going to go right now, which tells you that they're not quite sure what they're going to get out of Nigeri Kennedy right now, or maybe a precaution not to push anything here. But Caitlin Terry is now in the Texas Tech bullpen warming up as Allred went into right field.
Nigeri is about as strong as they get. I've seen her pitch so many innings with just so incredible, and they would never want to risk anything here. So
Terry only threw 74 pitches yesterday in the loss. There's a strike to Kennedy Proctor. Boy, if you're Utah here, you had a runner in scoring position down at third base last inning, weren't able to push it across. You've got one at second base now with, well, there were no outs, now 1 out. You've got to find a way to push these runs across here against Tech.
Absolutely.
All rides high with the grunt from Nigeri Kennedy. It's now 1-1.
And smart base running by Utah, really sharpening that up and making sure that every opportunity is capitalized on.
Infield back with 1 away. Proctor having a good weekend. Walked her first time through. Couldn't catch up to that fastball up and out of the zone. Now 1-2. Sakai, the pinch runner at second base. Proctor in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Kennedy.
And again, those look so good, and by the time you're swinging at them, they're not good anymore. It's very difficult to distinguish as a hitter. You've got to watch that spin. You got to know where you're standing in the dugout. You see Noli here way back.
Noli takes a strike, rounded out 5-3, her first time through today. 2-run home run yesterday for Sion Noli.
She's giving herself and she can go opposite field. She's giving herself the very longest time that she can see these.
And there's another strike on an off-speed pitch, and it's quickly 0-2. So for all the angst Texas Tech may have been facing a few moments ago with the situation around Kennedy, she has bounced back nicely here to get back-to-back outs, and she's a strike away from getting out of the inning. Got her looking, strike 3. Excellent work by Nigeri Kennedy with 3 consecutive strikeouts, 8 in the game, and 3 full innings done here in Salt Lake City.
Big O Tires has more than 460 locations nationwide. Chances are there's a location near you. Owned by someone in your neighborhood, we offer a wide range of diagnostic, repair, and routine maintenance services, backed by one of the best national service warranties, because everyone in our community deserves legendary care. Big O is the team you trust.
They look at us and wonder, what's out there? We've never been the type to stand to the side, letting world-changing ideas go untested. We push even beyond our own expectations. Here is seen across the country and heard around the world. We strive to be bold, to be impactful, and to challenge the status quo.
Because from here,
and here,
and even here, it's possible.
BK, ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv.
So all out-of-market games, live or on demand, plus all your favorite sports on ESPN. We need to tell the people, Carl.
We're doing it right now.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv. All out-of-market games, live or on demand, all in one place.
Beautiful day for softball here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Number 1 team in the country, Texas Tech, heads to the 4th, leading 1-0. Lots of fans out today enjoying excellent softball, and one of these two teams trying to get that series win. Taylor Panel will lead it off. Here's a look at that Texas Tech dugout. Red Raiders are going to stay in the state of Utah to play their next game. They'll play Utah State coming up on Tuesday. There's some of the numbers that you could see around this Tech offense that has been dominant this year. Shelby Jones, for the most part, has kept them in check today. Only Taylor Panels shot to left fielder last time through, the only hit of the day for Texas Tech, as the Red Raiders up here 1-0. Bounce that one up there, the count now at 1-1. What have you liked about what you've seen from Shelby Jones so far today?
I just think, like Coach Hogue said, she was really hitting her spots, because if you're going to try to strategize against these hitters, you have to hit the spots that have been planned, and she's been doing a great job of that. I also like that she's been mixing in the changeup, which got away from her there, but that's been really helpful as well, and her rise ball has popped out of the zone to keep her out of trouble, keep the balls in the field.
2-1 the count here on Panel. High fly ball into shallow left field. On to make the grab, Siani Sakai. She called off her fellow Hawaiian, Shanti Pasi, and made the grab for out number 1.
They both thanked me for getting the Hawaiian family members that are visiting into shelter yesterday. They are not used to being this cold, and that's a quote from the Sakai family.
We had 2 weather delays yesterday, one of about 65 minutes and one of about 90 minutes, before they finally got to finish a little softball here in Salt Lake City.
And in the second weather delay, the temperature dropped about 10 degrees. It kind of put everybody into their cars instead of just hanging around.
Lauren Allred in, flew out to center field her first time through. Allred now in right field. Took a big cut at that one up and out of the zone. Count now 1-1. Allred out of Texarkana, Texas. Began her career playing for her current head coach, Jerry Glasgow, at Louisiana Lafayette. Didn't chase that one, 2-1.
And Louisiana Lafayette is a place that I know personally that they love their softball and rich history. And so for him to go down to Texas Tech and say, hey, we're going to take this to the next level, they probably got the right man for the job there.
Beautiful pitch from Jones there, off speed into the zone it goes, and it's now 2-2.
It's hard to be effective at this level without a pitch like this, with how good the hitters are. It's no longer a pitcher's duel for the most part. It's these hitters can hit.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Jones loved it. Allred down on strikes. Shelby Jones with her 3rd strike out of the afternoon.
Jones loved that because it wasn't a strike. That's what she loved about it. You know, that is the one that the hitter helps you with the strike, and if they're able to get anything on it, it's just a bloop in the infield.
So 2 down here in the Red Raider 4th. Brings up the left fielder, Desiree Spearman. Spearman also flew out to center field in her 1 at-bat here today. That ball rides inside. Spearman out of El Paso, Texas, began her career as a Aggie, a New Mexico State Aggie. Not a real long trip from Lubbock to Las Cruces. That went in there for a strike, 1-1. Spearman, an excellent left fielder. We saw that defense on display yesterday with a couple of web gems.
It's fun to see incredible outfielders really back up their pitcher with some of these plays.
My partner, by the way, was a terrific outfielder in her day. 1-1 pitch, didn't chase that one out of the zone. That's why she's got an affinity for good outfield play.
To see the ground that they can cover, though, is, and no one backs up the left fielder in the corner, so it's a lonely job.
Jones ready to rock and roll. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Rolled foul at the 3rd base line, now 2-2. 1 run, 1 hit, and an error. 3 left on so far for Texas Tech. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 4 left on for Utah. I'll be honest, coming into today, watching batting practice, seeing that wind howling out, I thought we might have a few more runs on the board by the 4th inning. Spearman back in from the right-hand side. Jones is ready. Here's the 2-2. Just missed outside, 3-2. Jasmine Burns, the catcher, waits on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out. Rolls it foul as Lyon backhands it down at 3rd base. And we'll do it all again.
Shelby's doing a great job holding these big hitters down to produce these outs. Every inning that they can escape gives them a better chance to be able to put something on the board. And you need to put something on the board to win. So they're expected to at least score 1 run in this game. And
here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fouled back by Spearman to stay alive. Stays at 3-2. Texas Tech is the most prolific offense in the Big 12 and one of the best in all of softball. And Utah pitching the last 2 days between Mistretti yesterday and Jones today has done a pretty good job keeping them in check. Way out in front is Spearman, and Shelby Jones stomping around that circle and celebrating. Gets her 4th strikeout. And the Red Raiders are done here in the 4th. Shelby Jones loves it. So do the Utes. best is earned. And Nigeri Kennedy has earned that over her career, and she's showing you why today. Listen to that ball popping into that mitt. 8 total strikeouts so far on Utah hitters today, Laurel.
It's just been a clinic that she's been putting on, and despite her getting hit at the plate and hitting herself out there on the mound, she's still out there, and she pulls so much strength out of her lower body. And like any coach would say, these players work so hard to get to this level, and very gifted pitcher we're witnessing here.
Utah still down just a run. They're one swing away from tying it up here. Peyton Crank's got the power to do it if she can make that connection. She struck out her first time through, squares to punt on a 72-mile-an-hour fastball, and it went back to the screen.
You see those, that was unexpected from Crank, and maybe that was the point, but you see first baseman down there so far back, and you're thinking, well, I can maybe run it out and get that down the right side here of the field.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped back and out of play, and it's quickly 0-2 here on Peyton Crank. No hits in this series for Peyton. 0 for 7. One-run game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Utah's had opportunities, haven't been able to cash in. Rides high and out of the zone. Kennedy doesn't look to be any worse for the wear as he came back out after that odd incident in the circle. She struck out 3 straight batters. High fly ball, well hit to center. Warning track wall, and it's grabbed just in front of a 230-foot wall in left center field by Desiree Spearman. Off the bat, it looked like it might have a chance, but the park held it.
Excellent power on Crank. She sits back on this and really turns and just gets a little bit under it, which is easy to do with Nigeri's rise balls. And got tracked down, unfortunately for Crank, but she's building a lot of confidence.
So a long, loud out for Peyton Crank brings up Kayla Lyon. Kayla reached on a walk her first time through. One of 3 issued today by Kennedy. Hitless in the series, looking for that first breakthrough here. Comes up empty on that one, 1-1. Let's head down to the 3rd member of our broadcast team who's not having to dodge raindrops today, Sammy Miller. Sammy?
Bill, it's incredible. It's a gorgeous day. A little windy, but that's okay. But Coach Hogue is very honest about her thoughts of last season. She hated it, as she hates losing. So coming into this year, they made sure that everything they did was going to be different and more difficult. They wanted to prepare this team to face the top talent and compete with the best of the best, and they have done just that. They are tough on their players, always demanding excellence from them, which has been one of their mantras all season long. These players want to be excellent and develop every facet of their game, and we're seeing that on full display this weekend, Bill.
Sammy, thanks. They have hung tough with the best team in collegiate softball this weekend and have a chance to try to get that series today. They've got to find a way to get on base and get a breakthrough consistently here against Kennedy. And Kayla Lyons worked that count full now, 3-2.
When you're able to get a win, there's no such thing as moral victories because you've proven you can do it.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 9th strikeout of the afternoon for Kennedy. So 2 out. Brings up the shortstop, Shadi Posse. Jerry Glasgow having a conversation, walking up and down in front of his dugout with a home plate umpire.
Maybe a warning there that he's writing down.
Not sure what that would have been about because his pitcher just got another strikeout. But Glasgow, he's been very, shall I say, conversational today with the home plate umpire, and that home plate umpire, Brady Sanderson. I'm not sure what his complaint was there, but clearly he was animated about something. Off-speed pitch into Posse for a strike.
Maybe the strikeout should have happened the pitch before or something. I don't know, but it was definitely related to that at bat.
Posse takes the ball out of the zone. By the way, Caitlin Terry, after going to the bullpen to warm up in the last inning, coming out of right field, back in right field this half inning. There she is. Threw 74 pitches and took the loss yesterday. Just a little bit of a check swing foul there. And the count 1-2 now on Posse. The Utah hitters today don't look nearly as confident in the box against Kennedy as they did maybe against Terry yesterday. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, Terry's something special, but I think there's just some aura. You know, you see a lot of her greatness in person and her power, and it's at 6 feet tall and coming over 70 miles an hour. It's just a lot for a batter to take in.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 out here in the Utah fourth. And now full count again. You can see Kennedy's pitch count now at 81. Ball rises out of the zone. That's walk number 4 issued by Najri Kennedy. And Shani Posse, the tying run, heads down to first base with 2 outs.
Posse has done that time and time again. It's just such a difference from last year, where she just seems to be so much more confident in her pitch selection. And you know, Coach Martinez works very hard with those hitters and just has such a great reputation beyond doing some work in the pro league as well, and she makes it her life to make sure that they have a plan and that they execute it.
Reese Lee to the plate. She's got the only Utah hit today, a little bit of a roller out the shortstop that Haley Toney really didn't have much of a play on. Well, she's 2 for 4 in the series to try to keep this inning alive for Utah. That's a ball outside. Utah's had runners on base today. 5, in fact. There goes the runner. Chopper to third base. Panel across in time to retire Reese. So the hit and run was on. Reese made contact, but Panel threw her out. We head to the 5th.
The official partner of getting back in the game. Whatever that looks like for you.
I can't express the importance of the donations that we get towards everything in our athletic department.
You know, every year you see somebody's life change.
It's an incredibly rewarding experience to know that you're supported by people who see the work that you put in.
Being able to have this opportunity and play for such an amazing fan base has been a dream come true.
Yeah, it's just thinking about that gives me a little goosebumps. It's the energy that gives us the extra push.
Goes Calvis, throw it way out. Bringing a run behind double. Big conference. Seahawks, you call it foul out of the 3rd. Great defensive. Jockey into 2nd.
Making 12 up.
That base runner.
So while we were away, this just happened. Jerry Glasgow just got tossed out of the game. And then he decided to do some decorating around home plate. Kicked a little dirt. He and home plate umpire Brady Sanderson have been having words all afternoon. Yeah, I'm not so sure, Laurel, this wasn't about firing his team up and getting them motivated in a one-run game as much as it was anything else. He and Sanderson have been going back and forth what I think has been the strike zone. At the end of the first inning, he and Sanderson had an animated conversation. They did it in the last half inning, and then right there in between innings, he got in Sanderson's ear, and Sanderson had had enough, and he tossed Glasgow from the game.
And it seemed like a low-key conversation like, hey, I'm going to get kicked out right now, okay, ready, go. But it wasn't that. That's what it looked like, though. It seemed very low-key. And then he...
So Glasgow has been shown the door today, and his team leads 1-0 as we go to the fifth. 8-9-1 due up here for the Red Raiders. Jasmine Burns takes the ball down low, ball one.
And we don't see as many in softball, the kicking the dirt onto the home base and going head-to-head with the umpire straight away like you see in baseball. But, hey, he's a baseball guy. His roots are baseball, so that's how you do it.
That one grounded to Kayla Lyon. She comes up with it and fires across in time. And while Jerry Glasgow may have been trying to fire his team up, he's got this crowd engaged right now, and so does Kayla Lyon with yet another terrific play at third.
She has picked up so many of those plays and been so solid on defense. You think about her being in there for hitting, but it doesn't hurt when she's playing that kind of defense as well. Excellent job by Lyon.
Haley Toney to the plate. First at bat today for Toney. We've seen Kennedy batting in this spot today. This will be Toney's first plate appearance, and she takes a strike. .340 hitter on the year, the shortstop Toney. 0 for 3 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. Lyon in at third base. Ball just outside, 1-1. Jones checks with a wristband. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. One and two the count here on Haley Toney. Little looper up the left field line. That'll drop foul. You used to coach softball on the Division I level at Southern Utah. Did you ever get run from a game?
I didn't. It came close, but it wasn't really the culture at the time I was in there. And maybe I felt like it a couple of times when I was being homered, but I didn't have a lot of extra coaches, maybe a volunteer assistant, so I had to be very careful. The closest I ever took was in Fresno when I felt like I was being homered with the great Margie Wright. They were reversing calls right and left in that game, but it's a lot of fun. You can see the emotion of even the fans coming up and Utah.
So look at Amy Hogan, the Utah dugout. 2-2 the count here on Toney. One out here in the Texas Tech fifth. Rolled out toward the shortstop. Posse's got it. On to first just in time to get the speedy Haley Toney. And there's two away.
And I think the definition of stress in this game is when something happens that you're not expecting. And I think that Utah was, optimistic. We're going to try our best, but they look at those stats lines and all the narratives and all the chaos, and there's so many people here that I think now it's just really turning into a great Sunday afternoon game.
It's a fantastic effort from both of these teams today, and a rare pitcher's duel on a Sunday with wind blowing out here at Dumpke Family Softball Stadium. Maya Davis back in now. 0 for 2 today. Rounded out to the pitcher to begin things. Flew out the left fielder last time through. Big cut of the pitch out of the zone, 1-1 now. Look at that big smile on the face of Shelby Jones as she's feeling confident.
Let's mention to those that are listening away, she is a local grown Utah kid that attended one of the most storied high schools, Bingham High School in the Valley for softball.
Davis shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes the ball 2-1. You can't get too overconfident, though, against this Texas Tech lineup because they just keep coming at you. Davis at 444. Caitlin Terry waits on deck at 533.
And I think when you can't let up, that's even better because there's nowhere to hide in this lineup.
High fly ball, twisting foul at the left field line, backing out of play, count now 2-2.
And she's been effective with getting them to the big hitters to bloop those pop flies high. And sometimes when the pitchers get tired, they flatten out a little bit, and that's when it's easy for them to hit those shots out onto the berm. And so right now, it's just really important for Shelby to keep that energy up.
No chase that time from Davis, and the count runs full, 3-2. Davis always a threat to get on base with the speed she has, too, if she puts that ball in play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Line drive into left center field. That's a base hit, and Davis can run. Around second, she'll head to third, and that'll be a 2-out triple for Maya Davis. Oh, she can fly.
She is so fast around those bases. It looks like superhuman around. Such a great swing, stride, and there was no question all the way. Posse that hits her glove. Could have been a much different situation, but rips it to the fence, and it is so fun to see that amount of speed going around those bases.
4th triple on the season for Maya Davis, and she sits in scoring position here with 2 away. And Caitlin Terry to the plate. She's driven in 42 on the season. Pitch up and out of the zone, 1-0. Terry today a strikeout victim and drew a walk back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, she's got unfinished business here and real competitor and will outwork anybody.
Would be so huge if Jones could work out of this jam for Utah. Keep it a 1-run game. That one rides high, 2-0. And it's a pick your poison time here. Yes, first base is open, but then Mia Williams stands on deck.
I think just hoping for that long out or short out here.
Jones's 2-0 pitch to Terry, fouled back.
Jones has been pretty effective at getting these big hitters to bloop some of their swings up, and that is the hope for Jones right now, guaranteed, that she's not wanting them to flatten anything out on getting under some of these great pitches.
Terry, 6'10" with runners in scoring position this year. High fly ball, pretty well hit out to left field. Sakai camps under it, in fair territory, and grabs it for out number 3. So once again, Shelby Jones works around trouble. Texas Tech leaves a runner at third as we head to the bottom of the 5th. fans wearing their jackets on a cool, chilly day here in Salt Lake City. Got a one-run game at the bottom of the 5th inning. Not a lot of timely hitting today. Texas Tech 2 for 17 overall today. Utah 1 for 13 overall. And you can see right there, the one breakthrough was Panel's home run. Kennedy's been terrific, working around a few walks with 9 strikeouts. But the bottom line here is we've got a ball game here in the 5th.
Got a ball game and just a few more outs left in this game. And
Haley White grounds one on the first pitch to the second baseman Williams, who fires on to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out for Utah here in the 5th inning.
We've seen all season long, Bill, that these hitters at one swing can change everything, and that's what happened yesterday to cap it off with Crank and others. That for Mia, she's wanting to win this battle.
She worked a walker last time through, did Mia Gomez, but she's still hitless this weekend. Strikeout and a walk today, but she's got the kind of power that could tie this game with one swing. 9 home runs on the year for Gomez.
And now that the whole softball world knows about Mia, they prepare for you differently. There's no secret anymore. You can't sneak in like you do initially as a freshman. And
1-1 from Kennedy. Grounded to the first baseman. Right through the wickets it goes. Gomez rounds first, and she'll go back to second base, or first base. That ball went right between the legs of Jackie Liss. And Gomez on for a second time today. Probably be pinched run 4 here with 1 out in the 5th.
She kind of hesitated a little bit there because I think she thought she was just going to pick it up, but if she had that couple of steps, she might have chosen to go for second. But in this situation, I think sitting safely at first is not a bad place to be.
The second error today on Texas Tech. They had 4 yesterday. Wilson shows bunt, takes a strike. They keep Gomez in at first base. And Danica Wilson at the plate now.
Lots of talk, that defense saying, hey, let's get the lead.
Wilson grounds it toward the shortstop, might be 2. Second base 1 on to first. That's a twin killing. And Texas Tech rolls it 6-4-3. And Utah done here in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Red Raiders lead by a run, but here's the defense. Great turn at second by Williams. lot of talk today of Nyjeri Kennedy, and rightfully so, but the young woman opposing her in the circle for Utah has been terrific as well. That's Shelby Jones.
When you have that kind of energy on the mound, it's so contagious, and I don't know how the Utes can't be excited to play great defense and go get a hit for their pitcher, Shelby Jones.
She has only given up 2 hits today, one of them a solo home run to Taylor Panel. Outside of that, it's been a terrific Sunday afternoon for Shelby Jones, but doesn't get any easier here in the 6th. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Texas Tech. Williams, Liss, and Panel. Now it's lined into center field. Wilson will let it hit in front of her. And that's a base hit and a leadoff single for Mia Williams.
You have to be so precise as a pitcher, and she's worked so hard to hold these hitters off. After you've mentioned the batting practice, after watching the batting practice, it is a win keeping them in the field right now, and she's done an excellent job of that.
Jackie Liss getting some hitting instructions here. She's 0 for 2 today, is Liss. Had a really good Friday night, struggled a little bit yesterday, and today, 0 for 2. In a 1-run game, even though Liss is your cleanup hitter, do you think about maybe pushing Williams over to second base with a bunt? Not right there. She takes a strike. Kayla Lyon, though, was in at third base just in case. 0-1 here on Liss.
I don't think that's been their culture
No.
there, so probably not, but it would be a big surprise.
Williams runs well down at first base. Fouled back by Liss, 0-2. Sammy, what have you got on Jackie?
Reminder of her family legacy and the love that she has for her grandfather. She can look down at her left forearm where she has a tattoo that reads "Later Alligator." Growing up, when her parents went to work, she would stay with her grandparents, and every time she was leaving, she would tell her grandpa, "See you later, alligator," and then he would say, "After a while, crocodile." And as she got older and started going to school, he would pick her up and take her to the baseball school they created, and they would hit tennis balls off of the tee with a little pink tee-ball bat for hours. And she would look forward to that time with her grandpa every single day, and she looks to continue to make him so proud.
Sammy, thank you. Jackie's grandpa was a Major League Baseball player, so there was a little bit of ball in their background and their family history. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled back by Liss.
Is that all? Major League Baseball player, grandpa. I love the shout outs to the grandpas, especially, and parents. They put a lot of time in.
Count 1-2 here on Liss. Nobody out in the Texas Tech 6th. Williams down at first base. Liss grounded into a double play yesterday. Utah would love that right here. Fouled back again. Pitch count very good right now for Shelby Jones, only at 82 here in the 6th.
She's being very efficient and should be very proud of how she's conducted herself, because it can be an emotional roller coaster as a pitcher, and you truly are all alone out there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The Tech first baseman. Well hit to left field. Deep, Lee back, and gone. And just like that, the Red Raiders make it 3-0. Jackie Liss with her 13th on the year and 3rd this weekend. Second home run we've seen hit out to left field today by the Red Raiders, and they're 88th on the season.
Yeah, she just got around on that one and got all of it. And some hitters are really good at picking up that inside lower pitch, and she did a great job of that.
So Amy Hogue's going to come out and have a conversation here with Shelby. We'll see if her day is done or if they'll keep her in here for another batter or two. She's thrown so very well today. That's really only the second mistake pitch that we've seen her make. The first one was to Taylor Panel, and Panel hit that one out the left field, and that one right there by Jackie Liss.
Mastretti did such a good job yesterday that she was in for the whole game, but I would have expected in the 3rd game to see a closer that we now see in softball that is kind of new over the new culture of hitting, that they would bring in Mastretti to close this out, even though Shelby Jones has done an incredible job.
Won't be a pitching change here, but Mistretti, who threw yesterday and threw 122 pitches yesterday, will continue to warm up in the Utah bullpen. That brings up Taylor Panel, who has the other home run today for Texas Tech. It was a solo shot back in the second inning. Panel 1 for 2, 359 on the season. A little bit of the life that we had in this ballpark over the last inning or so has been sapped just a bit here with that home run by Jackie Liss.
When you're a visitor, that's the best way to quiet a crowd down, is to score runs.
High fly ball into shallow left field. Excellent play by Posse to reach up and grab that to battle the win. And Reese Lee playing really deep, and Posse had a beat on that the whole way.
And to think about these complete games that Mistretti and Jones are about to complete, it's just, you know, like I said, you usually see this committee kind of thing, especially with hitters like this, because you're just trying to figure out any way to keep them off. But they've done such a good job.
Lauren Allred steps in 0 for 2 today. Season average now at 342. Jones bounces that one up there. Allred playing left field. I should say right field. Desiree Spearman, waiting on deck, is out in left field. Excellent off-speed pitch by Jones, makes it 1-1.
It's been so effective for her.
Outfield at medium depth and straight away here on Allred, infield back. Took a big cut and came up empty there, 1-2. Utah will have the heart of their order coming up in their half of the 6th inning, 3, 4, and 5. Here's the 1-2. Pretty well hit to center field, and that one's going to be gone. I mean, a rope off the camera position in center field, and another home run for the Red Raiders. This one a solo shot. 4th on the year for Lauren Allred, makes it 4-0 Texas Tech.
It just hung in there for the hitter on that and just drove it right where it came.
Wilson knew it from the moment it left the bat. Nearly took out our cameraman in center field.
Made a little boy happy out there.
So 1 out, another run in. Lauren Allred with a solo shot makes it 4-0. Here comes Desiree Spearman. I said this early in the game, Laurel, and it's just coming back now. Now we're gonna, I think, have that pitching change. There's no let up in this Texas Tech order. There's no spot where you can say, okay, we take a batter off here.
Yeah, there's no let up, and really that was just, and again, I'm not saying this from a moral victory standpoint. This truly was an excellent showing by Shelby. You know, once they've seen you a time or two, it's just so different, and both of them, this will only help them in the coming weeks. They have come off some tough losses that were close, tough losses that weren't close. They had a tie. They have just kind of been growing.
Grab a break, we'll come back. There's a look at Haley Mistretti. We'll give you her numbers and what lies ahead this half inning for her next. got the complete game victory yesterday for Utah. Comes out of the bullpen today. The Parker, Colorado native Haley Mistretti making her 26th appearance on the year. It'll be her 9th out of the bullpen for Utah. She's 9-5. Does have a couple of saves. Got that complete game yesterday, her 9th in the win, shutting out Texas Tech. She'll be called on to put the fire out here in the 6th.
The opposite demeanor than Shelby Jones, which makes it really work.
Mistretti threw 122 pitches in the complete game 7-inning win yesterday for Utah, and she comes out throwing strikes here to Desiree Spearman. As Spearman digs in, 0 for 2 today. Now 2-0 on Spearman. Spearman 9 home runs. She's driven in 38. 3 straight balls here from Haley Mistretti, all very close to the zone.
Yeah, I think those are really, really close. I mean, this is not the kind of team that you just serve it up the first pitch to get ahead because it might be out.
And a 4-pitch walk out of the bullpen to Desiree Spearman. It's about the last thing you want to see if you're Amy Hogue right now. You go to that bullpen, you want your ace to come out throwing some strikes. Instead, she sends Spearman down to first base.
And what a difference a day makes. And this is where you have to really pay attention to who's behind calling the pitches, because, you know, that might have been a strike yesterday, those outside pitches, and it changes by the day, by the inning.
Jasmine Burns steps in, and that's a strike. First strike thrown by Mistretti. Spearman gets back to first base as she bluffed down to second.
And they're not beyond doing the delayed steal that you don't see much at the college level, but if you're fast enough, you can try to draw that throw to first, and she almost seemed like she was hesitating to see if Utah would throw it down.
That went outside 1-1. Burns 0 for the series right now against Utah pitching. 0 for 2 today, struck out back in the second inning. Line drive ripped into left field. That's the first hit of the weekend for Jasmine Burns. And the hit parade here in the 6th inning continues for Texas Tech. That's their 4th hit of the inning. And they've got runners at first and second and just 1 out. You can really feel the energy in this stadium has kind of dropped over the last inning or so long.
Yeah, it's definitely dropped. You've got Coach Glasgow being tossed. You've got Utah making great defensive plays, pushing to score. And then just like that, a home run kind of silences the crowd. And
Haley Toney to the plate, shows bunt, tips it foul, and it's 0-1. Toney grounded out 6-3 her last time through, 0 for 1 today.
And like any sport, it's a game of momentum, and of course, timely hitting. I used to just think so many times if we could get the hit, you know, when I coached at the right time, it would make such a difference.
Swing and a miss as the runners get away from first and second base, now 0-2. Toney may be the 9th place hitter, but still hitting .337 on the year and .450 with runners in scoring position. There's a reason why she wears that C on her jersey. 0-2 the count. Grounded back toward the middle. Look at that play by Haley White. Not quite in time at first base. Excellent read. She knew she didn't have time to flip it. She took it herself and almost turned a 4-3 double play.
And such good talk by Haley. Such good talk by Haley White. She makes this play. In the corner of her eye, she sees that runner at third, and she's pointing, hey, watch her, because Texas Tech will just do things that you're not expecting, and she was rounding at third.
So now Amy Hogue's going to come out and have a conversation with her infield here and her pitcher, Haley Mistretti. Runners on the corners and 2 out now for Texas Tech as we go back to the top of the order. And a very dangerous Maya Davis coming to the plate. Davis tripled her last time through.
Yeah, there's
and I think they're probably talking defensive strategy here because you know that Texas Tech likes to run. What's the strategy if they try to steal first base to second base? Do you throw through? Do you bluff? Because you've got the runner down at third spearman with good speed.
I guarantee that this is more of a, like without the kind of running like Texas Tech, it's not so much predetermined, but I would assume that this would be very predetermined what they are going to do because Texas Tech can make defenses look silly. They can make them look like they don't know what they're doing and chaotic, and then the overthrows and all of that. And so I would guess that it's very predetermined what they're going to do, and it might be as simple as just letting that runner go to 2, but I'm assuming they have something in the plan.
Maya Davis at the plate. Yesterday 0 for 3 against Haley Mistretti, and that's a ball outside. Davis at .448 on the year, hitting .516 with 2 outs. Grounded to the first baseman. That should be an easy play for Noli. It is. She grabs it and beats Davis to the bag. For out number 3. 3 runs on 4 hits as we head to the bottom of the 6th at 4-0 Tech. Inning today, that's where we saw our first run. Taylor Panels line drive shot out to left field, staked Texas Tech to a 1-run lead, and then, well, some fireworks from the head coach. Not happy with the home plate umpire, did a little redecorating in the batter's box. Jerry Glasgow got shown the gate up the right field line. Into the 6th inning, that's where Texas Tech became Texas Tech. Jackie Liss, the first home run. And then this one right here from Lauren Allred, second home run. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Texas Tech 4 and Utah nothing. Middle of the Utah order coming up. If they're going to do some damage, if they're going to get to Nigeri Kennedy, this might have to be the spot, Laurel. 3, 4, and 5 with Proctor leading it off.
Yeah, you can't wait. You got to get right on it.
Proctor fouls one back, and the count now 1-1. She had a 2-run home run on Friday night against Nigeri Kennedy. She's 0 for 1 today with a walk.
When she rounded second base, I don't know if I've ever seen her smile bigger than on that home run. And you just can add on to it here.
Popped foul up the first base line into foul territory, and Liss had a look at it but couldn't quite position herself the right way to get it. And the count goes 1-2 on the foul ball.
And again, Coach Hogue wants Proctor to be that person, and she is that person. And so it's the gamer that comes through and the timely hittings. being more of a leader, even though she's still an underclassman. She's in a position of leadership.
1-2 pitch on the way to Proctor. Golfed into center field. This one's going to drop in front of Davis. Proctor's digging for second base, and she's safe. She's now going to go to third base, and she'll be safe there as well.
Wow.
Look at Kennedy Proctor. Amy Hogue's just looking down going, all right. Not sure that's how we drew it up, but you're at third base nonetheless.
The ball was hit in the danger zone. That's what I call that spot. She comes around knowing her speed. She sees it out of her hands and goes. This is the leadership that Coach Hogue has wanted from Proctor, and she's performing.
Amy Hogue just put her head down as Proctor was celebrating there at third base. Maybe that's the spark Utah needs to get this offense going again. That's going to be scored a hit and then an error. And Proctor down at third base with nobody out.
It's so contagious that how else do you start than at the beginning with no outs? And if this doesn't get the rest of the lineup pumped up, I don't know what they need.
Noli steps in. 0 for 2 today. A strikeout victim her last time through. Kennedy has 9 strikeouts today. That's a strike as well. And it's quickly 0-2 on the Utah first baseman. Third error of the afternoon on Texas Tech, scored to second baseman Mia Williams. That's 7 errors in 2 games here for Texas Tech.
Uncharacteristic for sure.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at third, nobody out. Utah needs runs here in the 6th. That's a line drive up the third base line and into left field for a base hit. An RBI single for the freshman Noli. And Utah on the board here in the 6th, 4-1.
And again, making it contagious, why not? They have absolutely nothing to lose. Noli sits back and scores a run. And that's where you start if you're Utah.
Amy Hogue liked it. She pumped her fist as Proctor went plateward. They'll pinch run for Noli. Kate Blunt, the UCLA transfer, will go down to first base with good speed. Now Peyton Crank has had a rough weekend at the plate. Can erase all of that if she can get on base and keep this inning rolling for Utah. Nobody out and a runner at first. Crank takes a big cut at a fastball. And the count 0-1. That's 100 pitches now for Kennedy. Outside, and the count 1-1.
If you're the Red Raiders, you just want to close this down and not let this game be extended. But we've seen Utah get into this rallying mode and do some amazing things in the late innings.
Way out in front of that off-speed pitch. Boy, she's so good with that. Because her rise and her fast are so effective and so powerful. She throws that changeup, it's almost impossible to hit. 1-2 on Crank.
Whatever the rules are of regular pitchers of how much that changeup should be different than your fastball, I get the feeling that Nigerie's is about 10 miles per hour slower than that, so it just makes it so difficult.
Blunt down at first base. Here comes the 2-2. Lays off it again. It's the one she's gotten everybody to chase today. A lot of times for strikeouts. Crank laid off it. Now the count runs full.
If you don't help them with that pitch that's not a called strike, and you can track it, you can go deep in the count.
Crank stays alive, fouls it off the right side, backing out of play. I mentioned earlier I saw Peyton's grandmother. Her little brother was with her and looks just like Peyton. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout, number 10 on the afternoon for Kennedy. And there's one away in the Utah sixth.
As a hitter, you just feel like you're right on that, and it just jumps right off of the bat, or it's a little bloop in the infield. So very effective for Nigeri, and she's got probably more in her arsenal than any pitcher I've seen in the current game of things that she can do.
There's an interesting decision and a pinch hitter here in the sixth inning. Izzy Cruz, the freshman, will pinch hit here. We've not seen Izzy this weekend. Kayla Lyon being pinch hit for the senior, but Kayla's had a rough weekend without a hit this weekend against Texas Tech and Kennedy, and there's a strike to Cruz.
There's a lot of excitement around Cruz. She's a great hitter, and putting her up against this kind of pitching will only help her.
Boy, tough to come off the bench, though, and see that kind of pitching from Kennedy, and now she's down to the count 0-2. Cruz, a true freshman from Texas, hitting .233 on the year. Got way out in front of that one and hammers it foul up the left side, and good long run, but Spearman can't get there.
She's got the power to do that. It's just, again, when the pitcher's ahead in the count like this, it just opens up probably 3 or 4 extra things they can do to you as a hitter.
Cruz digs back in, Blunt down at first base with 1 out. 0-2 the count. Foul tip into the glove for strike 3, and strikeout number 11 for Nyjah Kennedy. So 2 outs. That brings up junior shortstop Shanti Posse. Posse has struck out and walked today. Doesn't chase on the first pitch, out of the zone, 1-0. Pitch count now getting up there a bit for Kennedy, now at 111. Fouled off the right side, backing out of play. Count levels out at 1-1. Posse has been a clutch hitter throughout her career at the University of Utah. She's got 5 home runs, 17 driven in this year. Been battling that right hand injury. Fouls it off again the other way, now 1-2.
Just increasing the speed on that barrel that's being thrown at the pitch there, and yes, not hitting it squarely on the bat against Nigeri wouldn't feel good when you're recovering from an injury.
Posse, good 2-out hitter, 355 on the year. Down to the count here, 1-2 with 2 away. High fly ball, shallow center field. Davis in to make the grab, and Utah's done here in the 6th, but they do get the run on 2 hits and an error. We head to the 7th.
Utah was the right place for me because of the culture and the energy. I've always been like the type of person that likes to just like revolve around good energy and good culture. We have brought a lot of energy, and it really just leads into everything else that happens in the game. And I also think that we bring a new perspective that's kind of serious, but also when it comes to certain things, like we know like you can be a little bit more relaxed and stuff like that in bigger situations.
Mia Gomez and her teammates facing big situations all weekend long against the top team in softball. Here's a look at Mia. You can see our full feature on Mia Gomez by going to the University of Utah Athletics YouTube channel. And Caitlin Terry gets on base yet again. Time she got hit by the first pitch from Haley Mistretti. Looked like it got her in the top of the foot. They get a pinch run for her here. Looks like they might. There we go. Simone make it actually Michaela Garcia, junior out of Lubbock, Texas. Right there, hometown girl for Texas Tech. Will go in and pinch run for Caitlin Terry. Is going to go down to the bullpen, and we may see her warm up and close this game out in the 7th. So a runner on first, nobody out here. Texas Tech leading 4-1 in the 7th. There's a look at Caitlin. Mia Williams, who singled and came around to score on the Jackie Liss home run. Last time through in the 6th inning, bats. Garcia, good speed at first base, doesn't have a steal yet this year. 2 pitches away now to Williams. Wind continues to blow out to center field. 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, and 6 left on for the Red Raiders. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 6 left on for Utah. There's another ball outside from Mistretti. And I understand you've got to be careful with Williams and her power, but with nobody out here in the 7th inning, you don't want to give a free pass here on 4 pitches.
Yeah, and I think it's just a matter of these hitters sitting back now and waiting for their pitch that they want, and that's a deadly combination. But you see Caitlin Terry come out, pinch runner, and think about how hard she's worked this game, warming up in between, hitting, playing defense.
Williams clobbers it to center field. Warning track, wall, and gone. 16 home runs now on the season for Mia Williams. And Texas Tech extends its lead to 6-1 here in the 7th.
And that's the risk. That's a no question swing, and out there, 235, deep outfield. No question.
Still nobody out here in the 7th, and Jackie Liss, who homered her last time through. Texas Tech has 7 hits today, and 5 of those 7 have been extra base hits. That's a strike now, 1-1. Liss 1 for 3 today. Her last time through, though, she clobbered it out to left field. 3 home runs on the weekend for Liss. She's got 13 on the season, second to Mia Williams, who just hit her 16th.
I like that mix of speed right there. It looked close, and I think it's hard when you're not getting the call you want when you come out there.
Opposite way, twisting, foul up the right field line. Texas Tech now with 89 home runs on the season. That is a team record. They broke the program record of 74 home runs a couple of weeks back. Last year they hit 60. They're well beyond that pace of a year ago. 2-2 here on Liss. Outside now 3-2.
They have their own records to break. This new home run culture reminds me of the three-pointer philosophy in basketball. It's like the new thing that people are leaning on, and it's changed the game.
Well hit and ripped up the left field line, but foul. So it's way out in front of that one. Now 3-2 again. Taylor Panel waits on deck. Liss in the box with a 3-2 count. Another foul ball as the battle continues here with Mistretti. Haley's thrown 25 pitches since coming in last inning. That's on top of the 122 she threw yesterday. That one's well hit to right center field, and Liss has done it again.
Opposite field, incredible job waiting on that, and you have to wait a little longer to take that way, and really excellent job.
Second home run of the game, fourth home run of the series for Jackie Liss. And it's 7-1 Red Raiders. And what was a one-run game just 2 innings ago is now a 6-run advantage for Texas Tech, and Taylor Panel will come to the plate. There's a look at Liss. She had 2 on Friday, and she has 2 today. 14 on the season now for Jackie Liss. And Panel, who hit a home run back in the second, steps in now and takes the ball down.
And this is the very thing that Utah has been holding them off from, and it's been so impressive to see how long they were able to hold them off and even get a game out of this series.
Grounded to the third baseman, and Eats lying up. Hops over her glove and into left field. We'll see how they score that one. Panel down to first base now, still nobody out.
The hot corner, that comes really quick, but I think just misjudged trying to let it come to her, and instead of going after it. Not a lot of time to do that, though.
That's a tough play for the third baseman for sure. They're going to score that an error, but it's going to be a really hard play. We've seen Kayla Lyon make some really nice plays this weekend. That one just took a bad hop.
If only you could know it was going to take a bad hop, and then you might do something different, but it's such a reaction over there on the hot corner. Not a lot of time to think about anything.
Lauren Allred, who homered her last time through, takes a strike outside. Texas Tech has 8 hits today. 5 of them have been home runs.
Yeah, that's a crazy statistic. I'd like to use those odds in a lot of other categories in my life.
91 home runs on the season now for the Red Raiders. As they're pitching Lauren Allred away, and the count 2-1. Allred, Panel, Liss twice, and Williams all with home runs today. Ripped up the first base line, but foul just past Noli.
Hit and run all the way there, and good for Utah that that's a foul ball, because there was no question where the runner was going.
2-2 the count here. On the right fielder, Lauren Allred. Fouled straight back. And the count stays 2-2. Texas Tech got 1 in the second. They made that stand up till the 6th. They put 3 up in the 6th. They got 3 here in the 7th to lead at 7-1. Just outside now, 3-2 on Ulrich. Utah's lone run coming in the 6th inning.
This isn't the time the pitchers like to see the strike zone being tightened up, that's for sure.
Estretti checking that wristband and now has her call. Grounded to the second baseman. White onto the shortstop, back on to first. Throw was a little wide. I'm not sure it would have been in time anyway. Tough turn. They get the lead runner at second base, and Allred down at first, 1 away.
Yeah, you see a great quick turn. Gets pulled off the bag there. Even a perfect throw, I think she would have.
She was still there, yeah. She was there by about half a step.
Just so impressive, Haley White, how she just knows when to put her back to that play and make it quick and not try to turn her whole body around. Just go with where the ball is. She does such a good job at that position.
Haley comes from a great family, a great softball family. Her sister played softball. Her older sister, who's her best friend, and her reason why she plays softball. They're very, very close, communicate all the time.
You always wonder how they start, and you know, a lot of times those older siblings get the youngers excited about playing the same sport that they play.
Go downstairs. Sammy Miller, what do you got for us?
Bill, every time that Haley's on the field, she actually thinks to herself what her older sister would do, as they grew up always competing against one another. Softball truly brought them even closer, as they were constantly hitting, fielding, and working out. And Haley emphasized that Megan is her biggest idol, as she aspires to be like her older sister one day, especially with how she presents herself on a daily basis.
Thank you, Sammy.
That sounds like a good sister to me.
If you go back into the University of Utah Athletics YouTube kind of archive, had a chance to talk to both Haley and her sister last year for a feature, and it was a lot of fun. So go back and find that one.
I love those features because it really, even from a commentating standpoint, you can get to know even other teams. You can get to know Utah's team better and just their personalities.
Runner going, play at second base, there in time, turn in time! Wow! A 5-4-3 with the runners going. Utah turns the double play to end the inning, and Haley White was right in the middle of that one again. Red Raiders get 3 runs on 2 hits and an error, but Utah continues to flash that leather. Caitlin Terry comes out to close things down here for Texas Tech this afternoon. She threw 6 innings, started yesterday, took her first loss of the season yesterday, making her 20th appearance on the year. Most all of them have been starts, just her 4th appearance out of the bullpen. 82 2/3 innings, 95 strikeouts, 18 walks. To be very fair, she took the loss yesterday, but didn't throw badly. It was her defense that kind of let her down behind her yesterday.
Huge competitor, and if I were Caitlin Terry, I'd be asking my coach, what else can I do for you?
Here's a look at what she did yesterday against Utah. Had a fair number of strikeouts, got 3, a little lower than her usual average. And she's done it on the base paths this weekend as well. That was on Friday night. Came around to score all the way from first base. She'll face Emily Capobianco, who we haven't seen this weekend. Emily comes in as a pinch hitter right here for Reese Lee. Laid off it up top. No, they said she went around. They went down and checked at first base, and Chad Steers says she did not check that swing. 0-2 here on Capobianco. Emily hitting .250 on the season. Takes that one outside.
And I think just giving everybody the experience in these series to keep people fresh who maybe haven't been out. We've seen Capo do some amazing things.
Chase that one up and out of the zone. Never had a chance. Down she goes on strikes in one way here in the Utah 7th. That'll bring up Haley White. We saw turn a beautiful double play last inning. 0 for 2 today. Trying to get on base. Utah needs base runners here, down by 6.
You've heard of a player's coach. Well, she's a coach's player. Is that the way to say it? But you have to have those anchors on the team.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Nice pitch by Terry. Got her to chase. Couldn't catch up to it. And the count 1-1. Ball down and in, 2-1. 7 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, 6 left on for the Red Raiders. 1 run, 3 hits, an error, and 6 left on for Utah. White skies this one up the first base line. Wind there, and Williams gives way to Spearman, who's out in right field now for out number 2. So Utah down to its final out on this Sunday afternoon. Back to the top of the order to Mia Gomez.
And again, all the momentum is going into the next battle that Utah's needs to prepare for. It doesn't really let up.
Strike on the outside edge to Gomez, who's officially today 0 for 2. Did reach on a walk back in the 3rd inning. High fly ball hit into shallow left field. On to make the grab for out number 3 is Holloman, and that will do it. Red Raiders get the series with a 7-1 win this afternoon. It was a tight game throughout, but Texas Tech busted it open in the 6th with 3 there, and then 3 in the 7th inning to win it here today, 7-1.
Yeah, no shame for Utah. They just battled and took a game from the best team in the nation right now. And I think they grew a lot and learned a lot about themselves of what they are capable of doing.
Despite getting run from the game, manager Jerry Glasgow keeps his conference series streak alive. He has still never lost a series. He's 65-0 in his head coaching career.
Yeah, it's incredible what he's done, his numbers and everything else. He has proven what he can do when he's in charge, and really fun to watch his team this weekend.
Nigeri Kennedy gets the win today. That's going to be her 17th win on the season. The loss goes to Shelby Jones, though, again, for much of today's game, Shelby pitched very well.
Yeah, Shelby came out and really set the tone, and She was hitting her spots so well, and I know she's been working on that, and it helped her know what she's capable of doing. This was not a little moral, let's show a good game and you know, get out there and maybe see how long we can hang. They won one of these games.
Let's go down to the field. Sammy Miller is with today's winning pitcher, Nigeri Kennedy.
What a bounce back performance. What did it take to pull off this win and secure the series victory over Utah?
Yeah, I think just knowing what we can do. Obviously yesterday wasn't our best day, but we know we can score runs at any time, and this offense proved that.
And you were dominant in the circle, only allowing 1 run with 11 strikeouts. So what do you feel gave you the edge in this matchup?
I'm pretty good, again, just knowing what I can do and relying on Coach Tara and what she's calling. Jazzy was amazing behind the plate.
And I spoke with Jackie Liss, and she said that you guys did travel ball together, and she said that when you're rich and famous, make sure that you remember her. So it's time to shout her out with those 2 home runs. How special is it to be on this journey with her?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, she could hit in travel ball, so I knew when she transferred to Tech, I was really excited, and she's proven it.
And you were gritty out there. In your at-bat, you got hit. So what did it take for you to keep battling for your team?
Yeah, just coming back and knowing I was needed in the circle, so doing that.
And this was a huge win for you all, but I know you guys have your eyes on a whole lot more. Just how dangerous is this group?
I think really good. I mean, we're fighting for each other out there, so if we do that at the end of the day, I think we can go far.
And your dad also came out here. He is the proudest Pops. I just spoke with him before. So what's your message for your dad today?
I love you. Yeah.
I love it. Well, celebrate the win. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Sammy, Nigeri, thank you so very much. Great effort today for Kennedy. Another day at the ballpark for her. 17th win of the year. 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 run. It was earned, and she gave up just 3 hits. Red Raiders, they improved to 40-3 on the season and 16-2 in the Big 12.
Yeah, and you see the Big 12, and they've got some powerful teams out there. And just like Sammy said, I mean, this is not the end, and this is not the plan for Tech to stop here. They plan on going far, and it'll be fun to watch them.
Red Raiders stay in the state of Utah. They're going to play Utah State in a couple of days. Utah will be home for a doubleheader against Montana on Wednesday. Lorelei will have the call on that one. Thank you to our director today, Matthew Wilmarth, our outstanding producer, Elizabeth Olmstead, and of course, downstairs, Sammy Miller with us. For my partner, Laurel Simmons, I'm Bill Riley saying so long and good afternoon. This is Big 12 Softball on ESPN+.